Ah, goodness me, that was a fun little romp and stomp there then.
I'll say. So, yeah, welcome back to Jack 3.
Yep, we have now collected the light flight ability. Seam is on our side.
We need you back at Sparga City.
Oh.
The scope's picking up major movement out over the water.
Oh boy, it's time for the one part where James gave up.
Ah, great. Now I'm gonna be all caught up.
Yay.
So yeah, remember that really out of place, random minigame we did in the very early on hype where we had to shoot turrets? Because dark makers have invaded the city.
Yep. Oh boy. We're in trouble.
I'm helping! As this poor guy's spinning. Stop! Help me!
Do not worry, citizens. I am here to save your hides.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, fortunately these people are not like the Haven City civilians. They are armed to the teeth and ready.
Yep, and so are we, because now we get to go on the turret for a second time, and probably the last time.
Yeah, I think there's maybe one thing maybe you could do for Precursor Orbs, but this is really, like, this was the thing that was all leading up to. Because now we are fighting against that Darkmaker ship is now sending down actual freaking, like, War of the World, like, machines.
Yeah, and as Logan's already said, this is pretty much the point where I stop, because this part is hard.
So you have to defend that thing in the upper right, that thing in the top. That's your health bar. In order to destroy these things, there are red. You can't just shoot them willy nilly. You have to hit the little red glowy bits, which depending on what angle they're facing, they may not be facing their weak points to you. So I would just say hit each red point about 3 times, and defend against any bombs that get fired at you. Other than that, that's really all there is to say. But yeah, on your first time, especially if you didn't get a lot of practice out of that first turret game, this can get tricky.
I mean, again, it helps so much that the last time we used this thing was literally a few hours ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to be just have a good steady trigger finger, and don't let that happen. Yeah, no. Now that we're fighting 3, now this is gonna get a little bit harder to balance out. But I would just say, like with any kind of RPG, don't worry about like dealing damage to all of them at once. Focus on one and drop the number of targets as quickly as you can. Oh, jeez. So, how's everybody doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm just sitting here enjoying the sight of Cthulhu sending his minions up on the land.
Yeah. Oh, I heard about that. That I guess they've actually made a new Call of Cthulhu game. It's actually like it's different from that one Dark Corners of the Earth game that was made a long while ago. Like it's actually a modern, like next gen, or current gen Call of Cthulhu game, which again, one of my favorite horror-based Let's Players, Halloween 4545, is doing a Let's Play that, and I think I'm going to give that a look-see, because I enjoy his work, and I enjoy Cthulhu Lovecraftian stuff.
Ah!
Have any of you guys ever read any of Lovecraft's work?
Not really.
Nope.
Not into that kind of stuff.
Okay. I mean, there's a couple that are pretty good. I think one of my favorite ones is I think one of my favorite Lovecraft stories is Pickman's Model. It's the Pickman, yes. P-I-C-K man. Pickman's Model, in which the big story / twist, because there's always got to be a twist. The big story is that a friend. Oh, they're attacking from behind.
Excuse you?
Oh boy.
What the hell?
And now they're firing energy beams that go a little bit faster, so take those out.
You fucking sneaks.
Okay, there we go. And don't worry, the city will somehow survive this. And don't worry, somehow the city's going to survive this. Anyway,
yeah, it's not
so
like this stuff's made out of clay or anything.
Yeah.
Whatever
So Pickman's
sort of material they use.
Sandstone?
Yeah.
Maybe? So Pickman's Model, the story goes is that it's told from the perspective of a friend of Pickman, or maybe like a reporter writing about the famous artist. The artist is made famous for oh, okay, that's it. The artist was famous for like drawing horrifying monsters in front of amazing sceneries and backgrounds. So when he goes to sneak in on the artist's workshop, he oh wait, actually there's one other thing I have to show off actually, because for defending the city,
You did it, Jack. This victory is a sign of possibility.
that we can blow stuff up.
Times are grim, but when I was the leader
And
of
if
Haven
we
City,
can,
times
whoa,
were
excuse me?
then too.
he used to rule Haven City.
Gosh, I wonder what happened. Oh, god damn it,
You
Deimos.
were once the leader of Haven City?
I came to
Yes,
the
but then I had to sell my position to Mr. Krabs. It's not one of my finer moments.
What a jerk.
You know.
Yeah, no, in reality, you just sell there.
And final battle amulet.
So check it.
You know, a part of me would like to actually see how that transpired, but it's a giant noodle.
And we will be there.
No, that's the third part. Oh,
Welcoming
thanks,
There you
Cleaver.
go.
said to have been worn by Mar himself.
The original
I was
Mar.
saving it for my own son, but right now you should wear it in this.
So there's our last armor upgrade.
Thanks.
Nice.
I don't have anything for you.
You give us all hope.
And yes, that amulet, that is the beacon, the same kind of beacon that was first used in the start of this game that helped save our butts.
Son of a bitch.
So if ever we need help from the Wastelanders, we just need to push the button and they'll come to us.
Of
There you
course,
go.
we only use it when the plot demands it.
Yeah. So what was it? Yeah. So what was I saying? So
Well, back in
the
Haven.
guy. Yeah, the forest was under attack, and Samus wants us to go check it out. But anyway, what was I saying? So the dude looks at the Pikmin's study, and he's expecting, because most artists will have a photo of like the scenery.
What the
and
hell?
backgrounds.
Alien Starmies.
Yep, we gotta kill them.
Oh, Starro.
None of the Starmies.
No, yeah, they're Starmies from Pokemon.
No,
Just take.
no, I'm talking about Starro, the alien starfish from DC.
Oh. So yeah, these things apparently can actually spawn and create dark makers. So we don't want that. So whenever you find a turret, just quickly get into it. And as you can see, the UI for the turret is pretty much just like it was in Jak 2.
So-
Mind the health pips and your thing overheating.
So basically, now we pretty much got, well, first, we had the KG robots, then the metalheads. Now we got the dark makers. Man, things are not pleasant this day and age.
Oh no, but I will say I'm glad that they're able to balance all these. They're balancing out all these villains better than Spider-Man 3 did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
Or Amazing
fair.
Spider-Man 2.
I need health. Thank goodness this freezes time. And
Oh.
nice.
Yeah, give me a second.
Love it.
There we go. Okay, I'm ready.
Love light restoration. Anyway, so he goes to Pikmin's model thing. He goes to Pikmin's workshop. He looks at the photo without the artist knowing, and he reels back in horror to find out that it's not a photograph of the background, because usually artists will have pictures of sceneries to use as reference material. No, it was a photo of the beast that he was drawing.
Oh.
The big thing being like, oh my gosh, that was what the true model of the painting was. It wasn't the background. These things exist, and oh, it's Lovecraftian. Ow!
Well, fuck.
Well, I thought it was cool.
Honestly, just hearing that just makes me think back to Ghostbusters 2, because I actually took the time to watch that not too long ago, seeing pretty much getting rid of my Netflix accounts pretty soon.
How is Ghostbusters 2? I never watched it.
I mean, I know a lot of people tend to say it's not as good as the original. I honestly thought it was on par with it. Like,
I feel like it has the same campiness to it.
yeah, it has the same level of campiness. I honestly think they did.
Okay,
a
this
little
is
more.
negative, it's nowhere.
I think they did a little more with the characters here than they did with the first movie. I would just say the only downside is that, to some
Yep.
degree, you could argue that it does play it pretty safe.
Okay, but better than the reboot.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It actually at least
the
has
reboot
parts
that has
compared to the
musical
reboot.
numbers. The reboot that has musical numbers and thought that Fallout Boy could beat Ray Charles at his own game. Fallout Boy did the cover of the Ghostbusters theme song for the movie. And
You know,
could not
anyone
beat Ray
that likes
Charles.
that reboot's an idiot. Or they're being
It
paid
does.
to
It's
say
just.
they like
It just doesn't have. No, it has no humor, no charm. It forces a lot of the things. It was a cash grab. Anyway,
Pretty much.
Anyway, let's use that telescope. With our new gear that we had to find all over again.
Wonderful, Jack. I knew that machine was special.
Oh god.
Oh,
What?
What the?
Jack, I'm losing you, buddy. It's linking me into the Dark Maker ship system.
Uh-oh. What?
So for some reason we can link with technology now.
What the hell?
I can control some of the machine.
So do you remember the giant power armor thing from Jak 2?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, this is basically that.
Well,
It
that's
is literally
great.
it's just the Titan armor again. It really is just the Titan armor, except this one has a shield too.
Well, that's great. Kind of wish you had that. You had the sequel.
Yeah, no Titan armor in the sequel. This is the only time we get to use this. But yeah, we are. But it is kind of neat because like the idea is that like we aren't actually riding this thing. It's like there is no slot for someone to pilot this thing. We're just taking over. We're just mind melding, I guess, somehow.
Yeah.
Because that's perfectly logical.
Said the guy. Oh, geez, this part sucks. And I will say this is also the other point in the game where the checkpoints are a little not so
Sparse.
lenient.
Yeah.
Sparse, as in, you see where I spawned back there when I started this whole mission?
That's literally
That's
where
it.
you spawn.
No matter where you die, you will come right back there.
How long is this section anyway?
Yeah, you'll see. It's a good couple, like 5-6 minutes.
Dude, if
It's
you die
too
at all,
long,
you gotta
I think.
relive those 5-6 minutes all over again.
Too long, I think. I think there should have been at least one more checkpoint, not just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, idea is that we're on. This is the Darkmaker ship. This is what it looks like. We thought this was just a giant star. This is actually all their technology.
Yeah, this is literally just another precursor temple, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Oh boy. And oh yeah, and also be careful on platforming because that'll also kill you. Oh goodness. I mean, Hype. How many seasons of Flash are we up to now?
I think this is the... Oh yeah, just for context, we're recording this a little ahead of time because this week's episode was postponed because of Election Day.
Ta-da! But
But
yeah,
to answer your question, I want to say we just started Season 5?
Man, season 5. All this material and the DCEU refuses to acknowledge any of it. It's sad.
It's like,
Yeah.
well, to be fair, it's a completely separate universe.
I'm just saying, like, you have all this material that's clearly well written and is whatever.
Well,
Thank you, platform
what am I trying to
block.
say? I do agree for the most part, although I think it kind of varies. Like, I hear some people say that the later seasons of Arrow aren't as good as the first few. I've been meaning to try out Legends of Tomorrow, but something about it doesn't really click with me as well as Flash does. Kind of the same thing with Supergirl, even though I hear Supergirl kind of had a rough start, but it started to get better as it went through.
Supergirl just... the only thing I remember about Supergirl was that there was, like, a viral post that someone made where, like, they were showing what it actually looks like without all the special effects. Some people say that even with the special effects it looks kind of dorky, but if you look at what the raw footage looks like before they edit it, it just looks goofy and like a joke.
That's show business for you.
Yep.
Yeah, although I will say...
I'll take their
Go ahead.
opinions. It's like, I'll take their word for it about it being better as it goes on. Like, I did enjoy, like, the occasions where she crossed over with Flash. Like, those are fun episodes. Especially the second one that had the Music Meister in it. Who I will admit, what am I trying to say? I will say they didn't bring in
There it is, the
his
core.
original actor from Brave and the Bold, Neil Patrick Harris, and I still think that is the gravest of all crimes.
I almost forgot that episode was a thing where it literally was. Wasn't it literally a musical episode?
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
because that's the shtick with the Music Meister. He
makes you
basically
sing.
mind controls people to make them sing.
It's called... Have you ever seen that episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Once More Worth Feeling? It's basically that again.
That's fair.
Except I think Once More Worth Feeling was great. It actually won an Academy Award, I think.
I
And
think.
done. The core is destroyed, or at least the shield protecting it is destroyed.
Yay!
So now that ship can be reached. What?
What the?
Eh?
Daxter?
What?
Hip
What?
hip
What'd you see?
ha!
Let me look. Hello, elevator. Bottom floor. Going up.
Just climb up his leg.
Ah, I hate being short.
It just seemed for a moment, it looked like... No, it couldn't have been.
Basically, it looks like those voices were remnants of something that was praising him for helping, break through to the ship. But for now,
What was
we
it,
need to
precursors
figure out
or
how to get to the
something?
catacombs. Maybe they're the big sworn
Who knows
enemy.
what Arrow will try to do next with that dark ship?
Yeah,
We've got to take him out.
exactly.
And I suppose you know how we can take him.
We have a plan, but it's risky.
That's the life.
Of course. It couldn't be easy. No.
It's never
And
easy.
I'm sure we're on the short list to head up the mission, huh?
No, this one's tricky.
Oh?
I'm
Oh?
giving it to Torn and Jinx.
Excuse me?
What? I suppose you don't think we're good enough, huh?
Daxter,
You
just
don't
shush.
think we can do it.
Dax.
Let me
Yeah,
remind
seriously.
you that
Take
this
it.
team of Daxter
Now
guys
Dexter's starting to
are taking on just
feel a
about
bit of a...
Dexter, Jack, and Daxter.
Three?
Count 'em, 3 adventures.
They did.
Daxter.
This is an outrage, Dad. We're the heroes. We're the ones on cereal boxes with guns.
I wish.
I...
I'm about to release my own line of sports shoes.
Is that?
I've got a contract.
You're on the mission.
Oh, right, the contract
Your
from
job is
2.
to cover Torn and Jinx
Oh, that's
until
right.
filled with explosives.
Oh.
Escort
Game
them
rights!
second, and together you'll blow open the nest.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the Metalhead section, and it's an escort mission.
in the first place.
It's an escort mission that sucks because you can't actually move. See, Sig is piloting us on this ship with Jinx, and Torn, brave little Boy Scout he is. He's driving that ship. He's driving that shipment of eco barrels, and we have to protect him while he drives around. Just hum and think happy thoughts.
So
Torn will be over
basically,
soon.
what we're dealing here with is basically a rail shooter.
Exactly. Except, yeah, a rail shooter on a pseudo timer if you don't destroy things fast enough.
I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I guess fair enough.
You just
I
gotta
don't
worry about
know
not
why
hitting.
we're
hitting it looks like you can actually shoot at Torn and he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
hurt.
Well, you got to, because what's going to happen is that eventually these things, the last spot, some of these things, especially the metalheads, they will jump onto the ship with him. Now, like there. So shoot them before they land on the thing.
You know, now that I look at this scenario, I'm kind of wondering why they didn't just have Sig and Torn be part of that cutscene too, trying to stop Dax from running his mouth.
It would have been fun, but yeah, they probably, some script things, I don't know. Oh, blow up the barrel. Oh, and be careful that, because I think if you blow up barrels, those will actually deal damage to the ship as well.
I wouldn't be
But
surprised.
But I tend to keep my cursor around the ship just in case any thing. Oh goodness, close
This,
one.
yeah, okay, it's starting to get a little hectic now.
Especially since his health's already down to missiles now.
Oh, great!
Well, especially since his health's already down to half, and we're not even, I don't think, halfway to the Metalhead Nest. Now, I want to say there's good checkpoints in this. If at some point we respawn and he has more health than he does now, and I do a crossfade or something, then I guess there's a checkpoint. If not, oh lordy, Torn's gonna be dead.
Yeah, this would be the worst place to actually have to do everything from scratch.
Well, because exactly, because you're basically watching an extended cutscene you interact with, but like that's the problem is that missiles. That's the problem is that you have to watch this entire sequence over and over.
Just imagine if House of the Dead were like that.
That is one thing I'm not looking forward to in Kingdom Hearts, that you can skip cutscenes even though you've seen them before. If you die
Wait,
to the
Kingdom Hearts
boss.
3 doesn't let you skip cutscenes anymore?
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying when I go back to that because spoilers.
Well,
yeah.
okay, in all fairness, that's only with the original. Like, HD Remix is the...
Oh, they do that?
Yeah, HD... Well, you played it, didn't you notice that?
No, because I only had to watch every cutscene once.
Alright, well,
Isn't that
in every
good?
pause of the game, you do have the
Oh.
option to skip cutscenes.
All right, thank goodness. Are you interested in joining us for that hype?
For Kingdom Hearts? Well, I don't see why not.
Okay. Anywho, sorry,
I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna
trying to take my
understand a
mind
devil
off
damn
this.
thing, but I'll try to have fun.
Kingdom Hearts 1, because I'm probably not going to do 2 or Chain Memories. I'm not doing Chain Memories again. I had plenty. I had plenty of time with that. Oh goodness me!
Ooh,
I
hey,
thought-
get off the
I-
merchandise.
Kingdom Hearts 2, I'd argue, is too long to really like. I'm not going to probably do that again.
I feel like with
because
Kingdom Hearts 2, I think we should may as well just do the same thing SGB did and just sanction it off in like 2 halves. Like, after we're done with one half, we take a break, then do the rest of it later.
Oh, you mean the part where we have to go back to all the world? That's right, because you do have to revisit every world. Okay, I see what you're doing there.
I mean, if we were to eventually do Kingdom Hearts 2, probably not for a good long while,
And I
but
feel bad because I can't use the poo break joke because I do love that poo break joke.
yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
joke. But at the same time, we gotta stick our own ground. We can't always rely on
doesn't-
others.
It doesn't work as well in one, the poo break thing, because I love as Hype loves it too for some reason. When okay, this is the part where I'm like, Torn, the Metalhead Nest is behind us. Why are we going this path now? Sorry, I lost directions.
He thinks he found a shortcut.
This is
Now,
a
what were you
shortcut.
saying about
That you like the idea that when I got, I guess, a little overexcited in the fact that in Kingdom Hearts 2 you actually pilot the gummy ship around the map. You just see this ship going, I'm like, screaming through the stars.
Well, it's a funny running
I'm
gag.
hearing
Just like
laughing.
anytime Matt plays through the game, no matter what, the second he sees the page, "Boo break," and then straight to the 100 Acre Woods.
But I don't know if he's ever screamed. Like, there's everyone's shouting, saying, "No!"
Yeah, I don't think he's ever done that, and I will admit that was kind of a missed opportunity.
I know.
I think, like, I kid you not, I think there was one point where they were like, just about to get through this major boss, and then they dropped everything just because he found a poop
Oh yeah, no, that happens. Oh yeah, that happens in the game at some point.
And remember, hey, the thousand heartless battle. Like, you technically can't even go back to that area until you're done with all that. So technically, you got Blue Vault, but at the same time, they still got to go to Atlantica to take care of Fetty Fun.
Oh joy!
But yeah, I'm thinking of what to do.
Holy crap, that's a lot of barrels.
Thank goodness it was all ahead of him. But, yeah, so, okay, Torn, careful there. Did you drink? Okay, anyway. So, yeah, we'll think of something for that. And,
Actually, you know what? Just to joke about Finny Fun real quick, maybe that's why Ariel's world was destroyed in 3, because the Finny Fun was so terrible.
It really was. They realized they couldn't... They realized, shocker, you can't defend yourself with show tunes. It's not a qualifiable defense method. Okay, we're almost at that giant tree thingy. We're gonna use this eco shipment to destroy.
Yeah, now that I
hole
look
into
at this,
that
now
nest.
that I've seen this stage and hole, I realize if there are no checkpoints at this level, fucking hell.
Oh yeah, I really, really hope. Fortunately, it looks like I didn't have to find out, but just saying, yeah.
I feel like they would have had to do that and done that. Otherwise, yeah, that part would have been bullshit.
And
there goes Torn being a daredevil.
And Daxter did kind of the same thing with that missile, but the final upgrade.
That time. You ready to rock, Dax?
You mean go in that place? Jack, maybe I'll stay here and protect Sig.
Get off my back, get off my shoulder. You ain't no poopsie bear.
Okay. The Supernova.
This is basically a screen nuke. It takes up a lot of ammo, though. I think it takes up 10 shots.
Okay, yeah. Well, it better be worth all 10 of those shots.
Also, spoilers, I'm going to try and use this a lot of times because I want it to... Because the issue is that so when you fire it, the missile goes forward a little bit, arcs up, and strikes at the ground and makes a little mini nuclear explosion a la Ratchet and Clank almost. And the issue is that you're going to see me try and do it multiple times because I want to show it off, but every single time I do it, the rocket just goes off the platform. It still triggers the screen nuke, but you don't get to see the cool effect.
That sucks.
I want to see the cool effect.
Yeah, it's always cool to see the explosions. Unless you're the cool guy that doesn't look at them.
Nope, I ain't no cool guy. I want to watch that nuclear explosion get irradiated and go to Chernobyl.
And possibly not melt my eyes.
Join us when we're going to be going through the Metalhead Nest.
Till next time,
Again.
everybody.